Level 1. The hillside. You are not yet a name, you are only the smell of goat hair, time crushed under bare feet, and the low song your mother taught you in Georgian to keep wolves away. The raiders come at dusk, Circassian slavers with curved kiled blades and no mercy for border villages. Black smoke swallows your mother's house before you can scream her name. A gloved hand clamps your mouth, rope bites your wrists like teeth. 3 weeks in a swaying cage, you learn the price of flesh. The trader's fingers pry your jaw open, test your teeth, lift your shift to measure hips. Virgin mountain stock, he mutters in broken Turkish. Coins later, gauze so sheer it feels like breath on skin. You are veiled, paraded, sold. The carriage jolts toward Constantinople. Every rut in the road knocks childhood out of you. By the time the golden horns of the Bosphorus appear, the girl who herded goats is already dead. Only the body remains. Clean, unmarked, expensive. Level 2. The Garden of Stones, age 14-15, Topkapi Palace. Kızlar Ağası, chief black eunuch, inspects you like a gem cutter. His voice is velvet over steel. Fresh flowers for the Sultan's garden. You are bathed in the hammam until your skin screams, oiled, plucked, measured for defects. Senior matrons probe you clinically. One mutters, good hips, steady pulse, investment. They rename you Lail, Tulip, because the Ottomans love symbols of fleeting beauty. Your old name is buried with your cross in a secret courtyard fire. 20 girls share a dormitory that smells of rosewater and fear. Turkish is beaten into you with a reed cane. Islam is given like honeyed tea, patient, almost kind. You learn the hierarchy by watching. Valide, Sultan Nurbanu, at the apex. Her son Murad III's mother. Beneath her, the Haseki Safiye, whose eyes already measure every new arrival as threat or tool. You move like smoke, eyes down, voice honey. Inside, something hardens into a blade. Level 3. The School of Silk and Venom, age 15-16. Music lessons bleed your fingertips on the alud until calluses form. Dance masters twist your spine into arcs that promise everything and deliver nothing. You practice until your feet crack and the rhythm lives behind your eyes like a second heartbeat. Rivalry is the true curriculum. A Circassian girl, once your friend, spreads whispers that you still pray to icons. Chicken blood appears on your pillow. Blasphemy charges hover. You survive by public theater. You burn a carved wooden cross, hidden for 2 years, in the courtyard, and recite the Shahada until your voice cracks. The girl vanishes the next week. The eunuchs call it transfer to the old palace. You learn the palace euphemism for silk cord and weighted sack in the Bosphorus. Nurbanu watches you now, not with favor, yet, but with calculation. You begin to understand, power is not given, it is stolen in teaspoons. Level 4. The First Night. Age 16, winter, 1584. A jewel is pinned to your shoulder by the Hazindar. Kızlar Ağası leads you through silent courtyards lit by oil lamps that smell of jasmine. No audience, no applause. The Sultan's private chamber door closes like a tomb. Murad III is not the monster of rumor. He is a tired, sensual man who collects beauty the way others collect books. What happens is not love, it is transaction. You smile because tears are weakness. You arch because submission is survival. 3 months later, your belly swells. The palace erupts in whispers. You are moved to better rooms, given tasters, elevated to Iqbal, favorite. Every sweetmeat could kill you. Every smile from Safia's circle hides a needle. Level 5. The Heir, age 17, spring, 1585. Your son is born under rain that turns the palace gardens into mirrors. You name him Iskender, Alexander, after the conqueror whose blood you secretly claim runs in every Georgian vein. The moment his cry pierces the incense-heavy air, love becomes a weapon sharper than any keylage. You would raise empires for this child. Murad visits, holds the infant like a merchant weighing gold. Strong lungs, he grunts. He will need them. Elevation brings new velvet chains, richer silks that feel like shrouds. More servants, whose loyalty you must buy with favors or fear. You begin visiting the Sultan's private library at night, not for pleasure, but for maps, Venetian dispatches, alchemical treatises. You learn to offer counsel, disguised as pillow talk. Influence grows like night-blooming jasmine, silent, fragrant, impossible to uproot. Level 6. The Viper's Garden, age 20-25. Nurbanu dies in 1580. Safia becomes Valide. The air changes. Safia corners you among the tulip beds. Your bastard will never wear the crown. I will see him dead first. You answer without blinking. Touch my son, and I will feed your heart to the palace cats, while you still breathe. You surround Iskender with loyal Circassian guards, and a Jewish physician who owes you debts. You teach the boy to taste every dish twice, to read faces before words, to trust no gift. By age 8, he is clever, beautiful, dangerous. The palace sees a future prince. You see a target. You cultivate the Jewish intermediary Kira, not Akira. You learn her real name in secret letters. Through her, you trade information with Venetian Belos. You never ask for titles. Titles can be cut away. You ask for leverage. Level 7, The False Fever, age 28, 1595. Murad III died and his sons, 19 princes, your son's half-brothers, are strangled with silk cords. You watch linen-wrapped bodies carried past your window and remember the smell of milk and tiny breathing. Your son, now 13, is spared only because he is still too young. But whispers grow. He witnessed a secret Venetian meeting. He knows too much. You spend 6 months forging the perfect illness. Nightshade in calibrated doses, symptoms textbook. Iskender is sent to a madrasa outside the city for recovery. There, under cover of fever, you rewrite him. Merchant's orphan, educated court scribe. He joins a caravan bound east carrying your last letter sewn into his sash. Trust no one except the memory of a wooden goat. He disappears into Anatolian dust at 15. You feel the hollow where your heart once lived, but you smile for the spies. Level 8, The Shadow Diplomat, age 30, 45. With your son gone, beauty fades, intellect remains. During the long Turkish war with the Habsburgs and renewed Venetian tensions, your knowledge of Murad's secret treaties becomes currency. Kira's letters fly across the Bosphorus faster than imperial decrees. You never sit on the divan, you sit in the lattice behind it. Eunuchs, viziers, even the new Valid consult you in whispers. You fund a small network of Georgian slaves freed through your influence, your private eyes in the provinces. You learn to read ciphered Greek, Persian poetry, and the price of silence. Power no longer depends on a sultan's bed. It depends on what you know and who owes you. Level 9, The Ghost General, age 48, 1615. Reports trickle from the eastern marches. A brilliant Sankak Bey of unknown parentage rises impossibly fast. He speaks Georgian in his sleep, carves wooden goats as talismans, quotes your lullabies in council. You never claim him. One letter reaches you through Kira. Carry your blood. It makes me unbreakable. You burn it, but keep the ashes in a locket. Safia is long dead. New sultans come and go. You remain, untitled, indispensable, the woman the empire cannot name but cannot do without. Level 10, The Wooden Goat, age 52, autumn 1634. Fever takes you like wildfire. Palace physicians bow and retreat. Even the most powerful woman cannot cheat death. Rosewater and candlelight surround your bed. Servants murmur Quranic verses. Your breath is shallow, drifting. Footsteps, boots, not slippers, echo in the corridor. Your maid whispers, "A man demands entry. He says he is your son." Through fever haze you see him. Tall, battle-scarred, uniform of a provincial governor. The eyes are yours. He kneels, presses a small carved goat, worn smooth by 20 years of campaigns, into your palm. "You told me to trust no one," he says, voice rough with desert sand. "I trusted only the memory of you. I made it back." Your trembling fingers trace the line of his jaw, his father's strength, your stubborn fire. "You lived," you whisper. "That is the only crown I ever wanted." He stays until dawn. The fever breaks just long enough for one clear thought. The girl who herded goats on a Georgian hillside did not merely survive. She rewrote the empire's hidden map. Your last breath leaves on a smile. The wooden goat rests in your hand, like a promise, kept. Outside, the Bosphorus glitters, indifferent. Inside the palace, legends begin. Whispers of the nameless tulip whose roots cracked marble. Some stories end in thrones. Yours ends in a wooden toy and a son who will never say his mother's name aloud, yet will carry her voice into every battle until the empire itself forgets how it was quietly, relentlessly, remade by a girl who once sang to goats under a foreign moon.